welcome to this next installment of The Art of Art.
Art of Arting, where we do art.
And talk about our art skills.
And lots of art things that we do.
Okay.
All right.
Hi, I'm Izzy Albrecht.
And I'm Evie Pileman.
Yay!
We're going to talk about our volunteering that we did for this school's theater production of The Chronicles of Narnia.
The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe.
The play that we did in the fall. And the things that we did for it that we did not think we were going to do.
And that seemed to be unnecessary for us to do sometimes, and what we volunteered to do.
Yeah.
We weren't told to do these things.
It was a necessary thing.
It was necessary, that's true.
We just weren't told to do it, but we
Right.
did anyways. So, how did we volunteer? Well, that has to start off with the story of our one singular paint day that we had in order to create the entire set.
Which we have a really cool set, and there are a lot of set pieces we need to make and paint that day.
Yeah, it was a part of the plan that there wouldn't be that many set pieces, but then there were. So then one paint day wasn't enough. But that's okay, because we were there to get it done. So
Yes.
yeah.
So, why did we choose this organization or our theater department? Well, we chose them because for me and Evie, theater's been a big part of our lives at high school, and we want to create an area and space where other people can have that same experience, and creating a community that cares about this show is that's a lot of what we did while working on this set. And I think that hopefully we can have that impact on freshmen and sophomores, and they can look at us and say, wow, they really care. This is a great group of people to work with.
Right.
And that was kind of my goal while set painting, and to, make our show look as good as possible.
Mm-hmm.
And so we can be super proud of it.
Yeah, so during this experience, we set painted almost every day after school since that one paint day.
Mm-hmm.
We stayed there for many hours until our parents yelled at us to come home, or
the directors.
Or until the directors themselves told us to go home because we were there for too long. I think our record for lateness was like 11:30?
Yeah, we were there 11:30. Because we left right before the building was about to lock, I think.
I think it was already locked.
Oh.
And we just left. Anyways,
okay, that's
unimportant.
fine.
So what happened was not all the set pieces were finished after that one paint day. So, and some of them were just not done well, and we wanted to fix them in order to improve the quality of the show and the experience that everyone else was having.
We didn't want them to stand out in a bad way.
Yeah. And
we wanted them to blend in.
We wanted the audience to have as immersive of a time as possible in order to put more attention on that and not the fact that we're a high school putting on a play. So we built a lot of leadership during this time.
Heck yeah.
For sure. We took a lot of leadership upon ourselves to first get these paint days, these unauthorized paint days together with a few of our friends.
Mm-hmm.
One named one was the Saturday afterwards, where we had our dress rehearsal, and right after that was the dance, but a lot of me and Izzy and a few other seniors and a lot of our friends came in and skipped the dance so that we could keep working on set painting because we were worried about getting it done in time.
Yeah, me personally, I was planning on going to the dance, and then I saw kind of how much we had to do still, and I was like, oh no, we still have a lot to do, and our show is literally 5 days from now. Yeah. And so I was like, okay, I don't need to go to the dance. I had gone to school that morning in my Cookie Monster pajama pants and a Hogwarts shirt, and I was like, no, you know what, I'm painting. And so I stayed. My mom brought us food. And I did end up getting to go to the dance, which was really nice. I went for one song, 22 by Taylor Swift, and I went in my Cookie Monster pajama pants, and it was legendary. And then we went back and painted more, and it was good. We didn't leave until about 10 o'clock, 10:30 that night, and then everybody came to my house and hung out after. It was really exhausting.
It was quite exhausting. But another thing that happened while we were doing that set painting is we learned the importance of responsibility amongst all of us, because since we had no directors or any adult leadership around during this, we had to make sure that we were able to clean up responsibly and sort of lock up the auditorium and the paint closet, and especially clean up the art room, because we already had some struggles with not cleaning it up as well in the past, where like me and a few other seniors had to stay after the initial paint day just to clean up the walls and floor that was covered in paint, which isn't a thing that I thought I would be doing senior year. I didn't, like, when I was a freshman, I didn't think that this was that much work at all.
I know. I remember freshman year, during Footloose, some of the seniors had to stay and paint the bridge, and I was like, oh, that's not that big of a deal. It is, because they're giving up their time and they're saying, we're gonna do this because we're being asked to. We see that it's a necessity and we're gonna do it. And I never really grasped that as a freshman, and now as a senior I finally get it, and it's
for sure great. You never really realize how much your directors and your castmates and all those people that put in the work behind the scenes, you never see how much that really, like, how much sacrifice it takes. It takes so much of your time that you could be doing with other schoolwork and other
homework. We don't know homework.
We did not do a lot of homework that week, even up to the
sleep.
Show. We kept finding more things that needed to be done.
Kept getting asked to do things like put gems on a treasure chest or put red and blue paint on a treasure chest.
We were so bad at that.
Yeah, that didn't turn out very well, but you know what? There was red paint on that treasure chest, and that was what we were asked to do.
But the really important thing was that we were doing this, and it didn't feel like work, because it was something that we were all passionate about. Every single person that came in and worked with us was so passionate for it and for the production we were doing and for the show. And we really got the show to a point that we could just focus on the other art of it and the actual, like, acting, and
not be distracted by the set we were working with.
Yeah, and I think it just represented God better in that way, for sure. We can talk about our dedication.
Yes. So what role of Flourishing Communities is this organization volunteered at with fulfilling? You know, I think it's fulfilling. Like, people need to come to have a space and be themselves, and I think that's what theater is. And we got to be a big part of that this year. I don't know how many freshmen and sophomores I actually had an effect on. If they told me, some of them would come and thank me, because I also helped in the makeup room, and they all loved me so much because they're like, oh, you're so good at this. I don't know how you learned how to do this. And I'm like, you know what? I just showed up. It's how it happened. But I think that theater has given me more of a sense of self, and I think that's what it's for what it is, the purpose for a lot of other people too. And I think that's what we did and what we volunteered at.
Yeah.
And I think we did that when we set paint. I think we all found different skills that we weren't necessarily great at, because I am not a great painter. I took art classes at South, but you know what?
I did not.
I wasn't great at them, okay? But, you know, not all of the things that I painted looked terrible, so I can say that with confidence.
Is true. Yeah.
Woo!
And I think especially since theater is such an interesting community among just the high school area or place, it is a place where so much love can be shared, so much acceptance can be found, and that can really relate to the call to build Jesus' kingdom, because that is supposed to be a place of love and of becoming better people to each other and loving one another. And we especially wanted to make sure that the stress of not everything being done so close to show didn't fall upon our other castmates, because they already had enough stress of their own in lines and making sure that the acting in the show went well, and
we didn't want them to think about that.
Yeah, and I would definitely do this again.
100%.
For sure, I plan on it.
I plan on it too.
The both of us and so many other seniors will, and whoever really wants to join. It's a very open.
It's not just seniors. It's just whoever can show up. We had Nora Tilchin, a sophomore, come join us for a little while.
Yeah, Callie and Abigail totally helped out as well. For the musical, we're totally going to do this sort of thing again, because it's something that we care about so much.
It's something that
we love. And hopefully we're good at.
Yeah, these are really the people we want to be. Like, in theater, that's the person I want to be. I want to be the person that can do everything if they need me to.
Yeah.
Like, I want to be the person that people can go to and say, hey, I have a question about mics. I have a question about this set piece. I have a question about how to do my eyeliner. I want to be that person that people can go to or knows someone who they can go to. And
Yeah.
that's, like, I've put that effort in as a senior to do that. And especially, this was a new opportunity, being able to do so much work with the set painting.
Yeah.
I felt so connected with this cast and with this crew and with our directors this time because I feel like we went through so much together. And I really gained some important friendships from set painting, and it's been a great experience, and I would 100% do it again.
Absolutely. And this work, it is the kind of work that you don't feel tired doing, or like, if I had to go to my work right now, I'd be like, oh, I don't want to do that. But if I had to do this, it's something that I can derive so much joy from. And I was always looking for more to do. It wasn't like this was overwhelming me with how many hours I was putting into it. I always was seeking to do more, and there's not really anything else that I have that desire to work towards. So that is our story.
Thanks for listening to this installment of The Art of Art.
The art of art, doing art, thanks.
Yay. Okay, bye.